Look, this is a topic I've been wanting to talk about for a while. I just, I don't know, it just ain't been the right moment to do it, so I just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it."
Oh,
To everybody out there living with a felony, I can relate. Shout out to everybody out there that's trying to do it the right way with a felony and have to overcome all these obstacles. Now, I don't know how hard it is today because as of today, I done had a felony for so long and I done overcame so many obstacles and done so many things that it really don't even affect me at this point, right? I done reached so many different levels of success, it don't really affect me. But I remember those days when I got out and I was trying to get a job and I fill out 100 applications in a row and I get denied for all of them, or I get called in for an interview. They say, "We love you. We love the interview. We want to give you the job." And some even gave me the job before the background check came. And then 2 days later, background check come. "Oh man, why we jumped the gun? I'm sorry. We want to give you the job, but we don't hire felons." Or I go apply for an apartment, get the apartment. 2 days later, same thing. "Oh man, my bad, bro. We can't give you the keys. We jumped the gun. You was just so cool. You met all the qualifications. The income was there. We can't rent the felons." I done been there. I done had the door open and I'd have had the door closed. I'd have had people view me as one way, and the second they found out I'm a felon, now they look at me like I'm the scum at the bottom of their shoes. But just an hour ago, we was buddy-buddy. You ready to have me meet your family and all type of crazy shit. So I know the struggle of being a felon in a society where you're not even viewed as human. You lost all your rights to vote. You lost your opportunity or your right to bear arms for the rest of your life. Like now I can no longer defend myself or my family for something I did at 19 or 18 or 21 and I'm 45 now. Like the shit really don't make sense. And people are not looking at this enough to where like, yeah, we need to change some of these laws. If I go to prison, I do my time, I get out, I get off parole, there needs to be a time limit to where this thing falls off now. Off my record. It don't make sense.
It really should never be on there for the most part, unless you just did some
heinous.
Yeah, you already know the grape and all that type of stuff. But outside of that, it really shouldn't be on there once you do your time, in my opinion. You do your time, that should be the end of it, like you said, or parole, because you still one foot in, one foot out. After that, it shouldn't be able to go in your damn background. "Oh, we only do 7 years. We do X, Y, and Z." That should not be on your background no more. You did the time for the crime. You paid your dues. Now drop the felonies and all that.
I agree. Because even going back 7 years, they lied. They go back for life. They could tell you, "Oh man, we only go back 7. No, bro, I don't care how long ago it is. They're looking. And when they see it, bingo. They got you. It's over with. They might not even tell you that's why. Because some of them, they're not supposed to go back beyond 7 years, but they do anyway. And they see it. And then they say, "Oh, well, we found another applicant, another qualified person. But yeah, you can always come reapply." Because even the places that are felony friendly have become not felony friendly. So I'm sitting back thinking, what the are felons supposed to do when they get out? Because before, construction was guaranteed. The railroads was a guarantee.
CDL.
The oil refineries was a guarantee. Like you said, that was a guarantee. Now, some refineries don't hire felons. Some spots in the oil refinery don't hire, in the oil field don't hire felons. I done seen some spots in the railroads that don't hire felons. Like when I got out of prison, there was a piece of paper with like over 100 different spots that hired felons. That shit probably down to 10 now because most of those places are not felon friendly anymore. Even the construction companies, even the staffing agencies stopped giving jobs to felons. I'm like, what the fuck? This was the felon haven. This is what the one spot felons could come, nigga, with staffing because who want to do this shit?
Now you know you getting a job in a day.
You might get a job, it might be 24, 48 hours. It might be 2 weeks, a month. Ain't no telling. They just let you go and they let you go. So we got to, as society, look at, okay, how do we help felons reacclimate into society to be law-abiding citizens? You can't tell me, "Oh, you need to get out, follow the law, get a job, this, that, and the third." Nobody's hiring. "Oh, you need to stop doing crime." But yet I can't get a job to pay my bills. And yet I can't get a fucking place to stay to even have bills because you don't want to rent to a nigga.
Well, can I give a suggestion what they could do? I'm going to say this. Since now a lot of people love to be entertained, do what a lot of these cats are doing. Get in front of this camera and tell your time about your experience in prison. Get some money off of that. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I'm saying?
we talking about on a mass
No,
scale that ain't
I get what
realistic
you're
for
saying.
everybody.
A lot of people can't even get in front of cameras and do that
That's
type
what
of stuff.
separates the
Right.
real
It's
from
not
the-
that everybody ain't be brazy.
Yeah, and
Everybody ain't be brazy.
Hey, West
Shout out to the who's who's.
And even with that, that's still not. That takes time to build.
It
Like
does.
you're not gonna be able to build just off of that and just get
This
some
ain't no
income.
overnight shit where you
Yeah.
just get
No.
chilly because you got in front of the camera.
it's
You got
not.
to put the 10,000 hours, nigga.
You gonna
Hey.
spend more than you gonna get starting out if you
Of
want to be
course,
serious
but
with
I'm
this
saying
shit.
with any job though, I mean, that's the same thing with any company though. I mean, when you got that F on your record, say when you go construction, they not about to put you as a carpenter or part of the union.
But you know, in a week
Right
or two,
job,
you
bro.
gonna have a check.
I mean,
You-
I
you-
agree.
You start getting in front of this camera in a week or two, you ain't getting no check.
No, you're not. But you got to just kind of just be resilient. That's all I'm just trying to get at. Like when there's a will, there's a way. Kind of like what we just talked. We kind of had this conversation before, and I'm not making excuses. It's just like you said. Maybe we done got lucky and be in positions where we just been blessed to kind of fall in where we fall in.
Because there've been times where I done relapsed, trying to do the right thing, and I had to go back to the wrong thing. I just was so happened to be
Get
lucky
blessed,
enough
yeah.
to not get caught. Had a lot of close calls, but didn't get caught. And then when the right thing finally opened up for a nigga, I didn't have to go back to doing that again. But it's only so long
you can do
a
that.
grown ass man could just sit around waiting for somebody to say, okay, I'm gonna give you a chance. As life is passing on and I'm in the free world and shit costs money. Yeah, you could be optimistic. You could say, oh yeah, you could overcome because this person did. But in real time, when bills gotta be paid in real time, my kids need to eat in real time. Because a lot of these people got kids. I was fortunate enough to not have a kid at first. A lot of people go in and got kids and come out, and the kid is right there like this. Baby mama's right there like this. And they don't got time to wait.
Bro, I literally was just telling somebody about this shit, bro, or trying to really make them understand that. And this is not the first time. I've tried to make people understand this about being a felon, especially a violent felon and a 2-time, 3-time, multiple felon. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this shit is not designed for us, bro. Luckily, a nigga like me, I got talent and I got some else shit going for me, you know, and I'm tapped in with the entertainment game, and you know, but it's like the sick thing is you get convicted, you do your time all the way around the board, bro. You come home and you still a second-class citizen, bro. Like, how the fuck I can go do my time, right? As long as you don't do some crazy stuff like they were saying, you know, them certain ones like actual type of ish or maybe unaliving hella people. I don't know, fuck you, right? But how I do all that and I still am not a regular citizen, bro. Like, I can't even rent an apartment. I would have to get this is how it goes. I don't know if y'all know about felons. You have to get somebody else to use their name to get a fucking apartment or a spot, bro. Unless you go buy a house. You feel me? And it's like, all right, so where the fuck am I supposed to be at? What if I didn't have nobody to put a place in their name? It's because there's people out there with no one. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to have people. But I'm just saying, bro. And what if I just want that shit in my name, bro? To build my credit up. I done came home from prison. I'm not even able to build my credit and rebuild my history. You know what I'm saying? Because they have the right to discretion. Just like they said, that 7 years shit is capped, nigga. I caught my felonies 12 years ago. They still don't look at me, bro. They still don't look at me, nigga. They still don't, bro. No cap. And this is something that I've been trying to. I'm glad. Shout out to Viral, and I know that Mr. Viral. I mean, he's not mad at me, but I spoke on the whole shit when he was talking about the Keem shit. I'm like, bro, be confident. He said, man, we been doing this. We be doing it. I know that but this is fuck that. Fuck that. This is the real shit, Viral. This is the shit right here, bro. This is the real shit that really can affect lives right here, bro. I didn't even know how to formulate that shit. I didn't know how to put that shit into words. I didn't know how to, you know, let other people know that, like, this is how the fuck it go, bro. If you a motherfucking felon in the United States of America, nigga, you a second-class citizen, nigga. Point blank, period. Don't be a violent motherfucking felon. Don't do that, bro. Don't get an armed robbery. Don't get a shooting, malicious. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Or don't even be like a drug deal or, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna look at you and they're gonna convict you and have you, it's like they treat you like you the same person. When you done work so hard to change yourself, change your mindset, change your life, you feel like you done dotted all your I's and crossed all your T's, you feel me? And then you still gotta put up with this bullshit felony shit, bro. And yeah, it ain't nobody's fault but mine. You know what I'm saying? I did what I did, and whoever else did what they did to become a felon. You know what I'm saying? But if I go do my motherfucking time, why I can't be a regular citizen, bro? I gotta come back and get my rights back, and then they don't want me to have a gun. I gotta pay for that, and I gotta wait time for at least in my state, you gotta wait till the governor. In my state, the governor has to write you a letter. You know what I'm saying? For you to get your rights back, you have to go pay. But it's still like, bro, what the fuck, bro? And then this is how, luckily, like I said, I'm a nigga where I got something more going. I got talent and, you know, things of that nature, which I should have been doing all this heavily in the beginning, but I didn't. I became a fucking felon. I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out the streets. It just is what it is, and I'm here now. You feel me? Like, bro, this shit is frustrating. I just was literally talking about this yesterday to somebody, and you know what they said, bro? They said I was using that as a crutch. As a fucking crutch. I said, I ain't never been a woe is me type person. I've never been woe is me. The only thing I use my life of crime for is to show people, you know, the motivation, how you can change, and look where I came from. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. I never been crying and bitching. I haven't even made a video. It took viral in them to make a video for me to react to this shit, because I'm like, yeah, I couldn't even put it into words all the way because it's so frustrating, bro. It's so disappointing, bro. It's like, and don't have kids, bro. Bro, this shit affects everything, my nigga. You feel me? It's bad enough that we had to go do that shit and go do that time, you know what I'm saying? But it's like we still doing some sort of version of the time out here, bro. I always thought it was a joke when I heard the old heads and I looked at the movies and they was like, oh, I can't get no job, I'm a felon, right? You always think, now the temp agencies ain't hiring. I just told somebody, Mr. Roberts said he filled out 100 applications. Now, granted, I did this shit a few years ago, right? Just to see, just to test the water, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, let me just see. Nigga, I ain't even get a call back. 50 plus fucking applications, bro. From everything, from bottom of the barrel fast food bullshit to motherfucking factory work. Nigga don't want to do construction. I did construction for 5 fucking years, bro. Construction is hell, bro. Construction is hell, my nigga. And then on top of that, if you got mouths to feed, it still ain't gonna be enough unless you a foreman. And then let's just say this. One day, this one I knew I didn't want to do the construction no more. I asked one of my foremen, right? I'm in the car, we going to this is since I've been home from prison. This was like right when I first came home, I was on probation. It's not been recently at all. This is fucking 9 years ago, 8 years ago, some shit like that, right? When I got off probation and shit and came home. But I was like, yo, what's next for you? You the foreman, you making $32 an hour? Because I'm trying to project, do I even want to still do this construction shit? I was doing epoxy flooring. Shout out to epoxy, if y'all know. Shout out to all my epoxy boys. If you used to work with me at epoxy, you know. And if you do epoxy, you know how to go. Great job, you know what I'm saying? Good money, but they said, what? What you mean what's next? I'm like, all right, after foreman, what do you do? Like, are you going to work in the office? It ain't no next. I'm like, what? I was looking at some of them foremans was 50, nigga. It was one foreman that was working there. He was 70 years old and his legs was so bow-legged he had to get fucking surgery. Now, I don't know if that's from epoxy or if that's just, but I'm saying this man's 70 years old with fucked up legs and he still was working as a foreman. He older than the nigga that owned the company. I'm like, it ain't even no, it's a ceiling. It ain't even no, I don't want to fucking do that shit. So thank God, you know, the entertainment shit that kicked off for me, especially with I was already doing the music, but not like with the content, and you know, it all came full circle. God, that's why I was so happy when God threw me that alley-oop. That's why I put the dope down. I put everything down, bro. You feel me? But y'all let me know, bro. This shit is, oh man, this shit got me fired up, man. Shout out to the Viral Way. Now this is the fucking topics. Fuck all that Keem shit, man. Cause Mr. Viral Way say we do the topics, This the shit, nigga. These type shits. And I ain't saying y'all ain't never did this. I'm saying, but this right here is super important. Look how that shit resonate with just me. I know it's 1,000 other niggas it's gonna resonate with. You feel me? Y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. This shit is crazy. I just told somebody to use it as a crowd. What? I thought it was cap 2 until I grew up and I became a felon and I'm living this shit. No, they don't want to hire you. They don't want to house you. Nothing. So what the fuck, I'm supposed to live in a shelter? Hypothetically, if I didn't have nobody to put nothing in my name, or if I couldn't rent nothing else, so how I got maneuver, right? So I'm just supposed to live in a fucking shelter? Because it's up to the discretion? Like, that shit is prejudice. That shit is, I'm a second-class citizen, bro. And that shit is what it is. I'm just glad that I'm an independent entrepreneur hustler. And that's in my blood. You feel me? Because I can only imagine the niggas who can't do this shit. They out there like, nigga, I'm about to go get a gun. I'm about to go get a pack again. You feel me? I'm about to go rob some shit. Let me know what you think, man. Shit crazy.